Malawi has the youngest population with over 40% of the youth living under extremely poverty. The youth population is expected to grow at exponentially high rate, thus bringing forth the need to create between 7 to 13 million new jobs in Malawi per year by 2030 to absorb the new labor market entrants. Realizing the burden young people face, Youth in Agriculture for Economic Development YAED took different approach to curb the job scarcity vice. This is after nothing little or no effort has been done to exploit job opportunities that lie underneath the agriculture sector. There are 1,000 youth employment opportunities that can be created through an enabled decent agriculture and agribusiness. Employment prospects exist in area of livestock production, crop production, agri-processing, agri-tech service provision and conversion of agricultural waste into useful production. These are among the opportunities in Malawi that are not being harnessed by the youth due to lack of adequate knowledge, skills, finance, infrastructure, inadequate access to technology and innovation. Different segments of youth need to be identified. That's rural and urban youths, educated and uneducated youths, and youth with disability, which requires different approach and strategies to address the problem of unemployment. YAED believed there is also need to trust the youth with the necessary resources to harness the potentials in agriculture in Africa. Deliberating on how to make the practice of agriculture more attractive to young people, the organization incentivized on a regular symposium discussion held on youth leadership in agriculture and agribusiness. They will reboot and address the low involvement of youth in sector resulting from negative perception of agriculture among Malawi youth. Frequently, youth should share their success stories and speak of their expectations from the government, the private sector, and other stakeholders on agriculture and agribusiness. This entails that education, information, mentoring, and networking are key elements that will change the negative perception of youth towards agriculture and create employment across the country. As such, the idea of youth employment has three components: mapping, knowledge generation, and sharing of evidence-based policy and program development, capacity development and institution strengthening to build systematic capacities for the youth employment in agriculture and agribusiness, support to the upscaling of successful approaches through program formulation and the facilitation of multi-stakeholder partnership. In this regard, jobs will be created through the whole agriculture value chain, from farm production, grading, processing, packaging, and distributing. The organization understands the need for more collaborative efforts, learning and scaling up of best approaches to tackle youth employment. YAED will keep on the engagement of more youth in program formulation and implementation.